what we've developed from the concept, what we've developed from the user and the context, bring it together to start formulating a design. And we're going to address the user, the product, and the concept.
Welcome to this week's episode of The Average BTAD Student. This week I want to cover the creative process and why you should care. Up until this point, I would say that I focus on the deliverable. Whatever the client wanted, I would create for them, and I became sort of the go-to guy for any type of multimedia. If they wanted a video or website or graphics or all of the above, they would keep coming back to me. And I became very good or very well known for getting the job done, on time and under budget. It served me well also, so I was able to charge obviously whatever I wanted since I was contracting for a lot of this. And for a long time, that was enough. One of the things that I was looking for from the BTAD program was classes that were more related to theory. The theory of everything. How things were done, why things were done, why choose this color, why choose this font, why lead a team this way, what not to do. I wanted all of those best practices so that I could develop and sort of mold my creative process that I already had developed previously, but I wanted to make it better than it was. So I knew, if anything, what I lacked was courses related to theory. I had plenty of courses related to software applications and lots of on-the-job training or experience. I've gone through endless tutorials or classroom in a book, and what I really needed was a theory behind all of that, so that I knew the projects that I would be creating were the best projects that I could actually create. One of the things that the BTAD program focused on from the very beginning was the power of sketching. The pen or pencil is mightier than the computer mouse. And this is something that, so maybe I knew, but I sort of got away from. I would say now that I'm older and wiser, and because of the classes that I've taken here, that I really appreciate now what sketching can do for me. And whether that's sketching, on a napkin or on a sketchbook or even using an iPad and sketching things up, I now integrate sketching into my creative process a lot more than I ever did, so that when I do actually get in front of a computer, what I create is very specific because I've already gone through all of the different iterations or versions, using the pen and paper. It makes me a lot more effective when I do actually sit down in front of a computer. So whereas before I would create a lot of products or even lead creative teams of people creating those products, I was sort of guessing sometimes along the way. We always got the job done and the client was always happy, but the next time that project came around, I may have varied it slightly. One thing that I know for sure now is that the process that I've created is very repeatable. So the beginning, middle, and end, and all the points to get to there, I know that I can repeat that for every single project that I take on or for every team that I would lead in the future. For me, what I've gotten out of this program is not just the creation, because I had the beginnings of that before, but the refinement of a creative process. So for me, that alone is well worth the price of admission. Thank you for watching this week's episode on The Average BTAD Student, me, and the development of a creative process.